And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Oh, well, she should have led with cupcakes. If you're going to ask me to join your club, lead with the fact that there's cupcakes, and I'll be in. Don't make promises you can't keep. But also, she did say there's cupcakes. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Oh, she definitely planned this all out. For real, like, you gotta say that there's treats. If there's treats, I don't really care what the club is about. You know what I mean? I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Exactly. We can at least go for a cupcake. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yeah, well, you know, they're cupcakes. I don't feel bad about it. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Kulani, are there any new games coming out this month that you want to try? And or soda? Where is he? I know, you're still starving? Oh my gosh. I guess that's the bad part about waiting for somebody else to bring you lunch. Good part is you don't have to cook or buy anything, but also you have to wait for the food. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Oh, who's this? Girl number one. I like your purple hair. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Everybody here is just like so cute. Seriously, you brought a boy? Am I a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I saw PlayStation posted like all the games that are coming out in October, and every single comment was just like, cool story. What about the outage? You're just going to pretend like it didn't happen because the servers were down for like 12 to 15 hours. So like for some reason people couldn't even play games that they had downloaded. They had to be like one player, not connected to a network. People are pissed. Winter, what a nice surprise. Am I a boy? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. I'm like surrounded by girls. If I'm a boy, it's about to be a fun time. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Your hair, it's cute. If you want to say something, say it. So, sorry. Oh, now I'm nervous. Natsuki. I've never seen a game described as a psychological horror dating simulation before. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Yeah, where are all the cupcakes? I don't see cupcakes. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, well, I am a girl. Do I just look like a boy? Or are they just being mean? Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I have no idea. I really don't know what I'm in for. Like, I remember seeing the title like years ago and like people talking about it. So when I saw that they were releasing it for the PlayStation Plus games for this month, I was like, oh, this is my chance to try it. The games, so PlayStation Network was like down for like 12 to 15 hours overnight. So people couldn't even like log in, couldn't play games, couldn't do anything unless it was like a single player, no network connection needed. So people were super pissed about it because PlayStation hasn't said a word about it, like the reason for the outage or anything. And it was like a huge worldwide outage. But anyway, when I saw the game, it's got like insane ratings, but everybody says like, be careful when you play it. Like it's really fucked up. There's so many like warnings about the content of it. So I'm like super intrigued because it looks so cute and just pink and all this stuff. But it's like a psychological horror game. Like I had to play it. Plus, I mean, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to be on vacation whenever the new season of Diablo comes out, when the download content comes out. It's fine. It's fine. I'll catch up whenever I get home. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Do I? It's great to see you again, Winter. Why, thank you. All these girls are so cute. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Maybe I'm just open to anyone. I have no idea. But they keep calling me a her, so I must be a girl. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. I wonder if there's going to be things that happen that I'm like, feel even weird reading out loud. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of a twisted game. Come sit down, Winter. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. All these introductions, still nobody has offered me a cupcake. What am I doing here? Oh, there you go. You read my mind. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Well, don't everybody rush to feed me at one time. Then how about I make some tea as well? I actually have tea sitting right here in real life. I feel like when I play games like this where there's a lot of dialogue that I read out loud, my throat gets so dry. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. What if at some points I feel like I'm reading like a porn out loud or something weird? I don't know where this is going. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Yeah. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I know, that's what I said. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Right. Seriously. What if I'm like reading stuff out loud and like blushing at the same time? I'll be glad that I'm not like on camera. You know what I mean? I'll just be over here like super blushed, like, oh gosh, guys. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Probably. She made the cupcakes. She probably wants to know if they're good. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Nothing about this game so far suggests anything related to horror. We're eating kitten cupcakes. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Oh my gosh, does she have a crush on me already? But not for you, you know, dummy. Damn, she calling me a dummy? Jeez, calm down. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. You could not do that in an American classroom. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It definitely does. And a video game, clearly, because I have hot tea in front of me. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Do all these girls like me? Am I going to have to figure out who to date or like all of them? Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Damn, I'm not a reader in this? I don't like that. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Cupcakes. Cupcakes. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? I mean, I already do. They gave me cupcakes. They're giving me tea. They're flirting with me, clearly. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I bet that's true. I bet that's exactly what it's like. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Fair enough. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Maybe they just don't know that you, made cupcakes from scratch. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Again, you gotta tell people about your cupcakes. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best, you know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. I wonder if that's going to be part of my goal now. I have to help build a club. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Literature is the best. I couldn't live without reading. So, Winter, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, funny you ask, Yuri. I like sci-fi, I like fantasy, all that. mystery, crime. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh shit. See? I'm about to be exposed. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Am I flirting right now? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Me too. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I agree, Yuri. I agree. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Well, there we go. But you know, I like a lot of things. Oh yes, tell me more. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Same. I like all of Gillian Flynn's books. I usually read those like within 24 hours of picking it up. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I feel like this might be some foreshadowing. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I used to be really into Stephen King and Dean Koontz. I read a lot of those. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Well, you should read more books. Then you'll have more to talk about. In a literature club. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Steve Koontz? Is he like Dean Koontz? Or like his son or brother or something? I've been reading the Red Rising saga by here's somebody. Dean Koontz, yes. He is really good. He has written a lot of books that I haven't read any Dean Koontz Dean Koontz is like so old now that I was like, oh shit, did he have a son? And maybe his son is a writer as well. But it's been a long time since I read anything like Stephen Koontz or Jesus. Now I'm doing it. Dean Koontz or Stephen King. I think the last book that I read, it was Stephen King's. His aliases. Oh my gosh, what if Stephen King and Dean Koontz wrote a book together and they authored it like Stephen Koontz or Dean King? But if a story makes me think, oh yeah, I already read that. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I feel like they're definitely alluding to how this is going to go later. Was he? Well, I know the last book that I read from him was Dr. Sleep, which was, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 years ago, I think, and it was like the sequel to The Shining. So it was Danny Torrance, but he was all grown up. That was really good. I think they made that into a movie too, but I haven't seen it. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, she did make the kitty cat cupcakes. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Oh my gosh, now I need to know. And give that back. Oh, she's embarrassed. Was it a love poem? Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Oh. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. I mean, she is pretty cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Damn. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. Poor thing, she's shy and embarrassed. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Yeah, it definitely takes vulnerability, I imagine. I've never been really good at writing, and I'm not into poems or anything, but I'm sure sharing stuff like that is super vulnerable. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Exactly. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Not personally. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Do I need to write a poem right now? I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. I don't have a poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Damn it. We're about to write a poem. I bet you. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Dang it. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I just came for cupcakes. Now I have homework of writing a poem. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Okay. Isn't that right, Winter? Sure. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I don't want to join. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Well, now I can't let all of them down. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Look, the little, I forgot their names already. I'll remember them at some point, probably not, because I'm terrible with names, but the girl has pink eyes, pink hair, and then the purple girl has purple hair, purple eyes. Cute. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Yeah, we can't let them down. I'm sorry, I thought... Winter, you all... I'm so bad with names. What makes me feel terrible is that my name is super uncommon. So people remember my name because it's Winter and it's just not a super common name. And then I feel like the asshole because my memory is terrible and I forget people's names as soon as they tell me. But people remember my name and it just makes me feel like they think they're going to think that I don't think they're important enough to remember. But that's not true. My brain is just crap when it comes to remembering names. You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. You know, look at them. They're so cute and they want me to be here. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. I was gonna say, really, they've like waited on you hand and foot, made you cupcakes, brought you tea, super cute girls. Let's write a poem. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh, they're so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Well, well, I did. Then that makes it official. 1 second, guys. I almost forgot to do something. Give me a second here. Let's see if that works. Nope, I don't think so. 1 second. I'll get it. I'll get it right. That's why I need Nightbot. Okay, if you guys are watching, if you're watching here with me on stream or you're watching on YouTube, yay, it worked. Kulani, she's in this chat, but she also streams like huge variety of games, always super fun, always very friendly, laughs all the time, like just so sweet. You should go give her a follow. So if you're watching me on YouTube, come to Twitch, follow her channel. You will not be disappointed. And I still need to install Nightbot because I bet it's so much easier than having to type out that shout out crap, but you're worth it. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh shit. Now I gotta do the poem. Well, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Yes, I know. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Winter, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I also look forward to it because I am not a poet. I feel like every time the girls talk to me, I get like super nervous. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I guess we'll see. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Winter, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Sure. That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always has stayed after school for clubs. Well, now I do too. Might as well. Well, nothing about that was nefarious or horrific, so we joined a club and now we have to write a poem. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls.